Every 4 years, millions of fans tune into the World Cup, thinking they are watching a simple tournament about football, culture, and unity. But behind the happy stadium chants lies a dark multi-billion-dollar corporate war zone. The song you are singing along to in the stadium isn't an accident. You are actually chanting the work of the most expensive music cartel on earth. The song is the product of a brutal, hidden war fought by the three biggest music monopolies on the planet: Sony, Universal, and Warner. And they use the World Cup as their ultimate cash machine. Think about it. A World Cup song isn't just a track. It is a guaranteed ticket to the top of the music charts in over 200 countries at the exact same time. It is an unstoppable multi-million-dollar passive royalty printing press. Every time that song plays on a TV broadcast, a streaming app, or on a radio station, from London to Lagos, a massive pile of money instantly moves across borders into a record label's bank account. But when that much money is sitting on the table, huge corporations stop playing nice. The history of World Cup music is full of secret deals, aggressive legal threats, and stealing from smaller artists. And the music industry tries desperately to hide all of this behind smiling pop stars and flashy music videos. Let's start with the most famous, most expensive, and most legally messed up World Cup song of all time, Shakira's Waka Waka from the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. To the public, it was a beautiful tribute to African music, but to copyright lawyers, it was a giant lesson in corporate bullying and secret cover-ups. Did Shakira actually write the most famous World Cup song? Not even close. When Sony Music first released Waka Waka, the song's infectious chorus wasn't written by Shakira, and it wasn't written by Sony's top studio hitmakers. It was a direct copy of a 1986 song called Zangaléwa, recorded by a group of military musicians in Cameroon called Golden Sounds. The original song was an iconic cultural chant in Africa. Yet, when giant corporations first put the song online, the original African creators were nowhere to be found in the official credits. They didn't get a single penny. A massive wave of anger traveled through Africa, and a multi-million-dollar lawsuit threatened to stop the entire World Cup marketing plan. Sony Music's legal team panicked. They didn't fight it in court because a public trial will show the world how giant labels steal melodies. Instead, they rushed to Cameroon, met the band in secret, and paid a massive out-of-court settlement to buy their silence and add their names to the credits. The power split here was crazy. The massive company took what it wanted first. They only paid up when the public spotlight got too bright and threatened their profits. To understand how football became a tool for these large music corporations, we need to go back to 1998. Before then, World Cup songs were incredibly boring. They were sung by polite bands and soft choirs. Then came Ricky Martin. Before 1998, World Cup songs were totally forgettable. Then Ricky Martin turned them into a multi-billion-dollar weapon. His hit song, The Cup of Life, completely changed the business of sports entertainment. It didn't just promote soccer, it weaponized the global music charts. The song exploded to #1 in over 30 countries. It forced millions of people to tune in to the tournament, and it helped Ricky Martin sell over 22 million copies of his next album. Seeing this massive mountain of cash, record executives realized that controlling the tournament's music was a shortcut to global dominance. They couldn't leave it to luck, so a quiet corporate cartel was born. Sony Music stepped in and signed a massive, exclusive, decades-long gatekeeping partnership with FIFA. This meant if you were an independent artist, or if you belonged to a rival label like Universal or Warner, you were completely locked out. FIFA and Sony became a single unified boss, dictating exactly what the entire planet was allowed to listen to throughout the World Cup. But let's look at recent times. If you look closely at the 2026 World Cup across US, Canada, and Mexico, you'll see that the old corporate playbook is falling apart. The era of a single song forced down on the fans by one boardroom decision is officially over. Instead, we are seeing a massive fragmented war for attention span. The classic single World Cup anthem is officially dead. Here is what the major record labels are doing instead. For the 2026 tournament, they are not releasing just one song. They are dropping an entire collaborative album with different genres to appeal to different audiences. They have country Mexican tracks like Lighter by Jelly Roll and Karen Leon to capture North America, mixed with Latin and Afrobeat tracks by Shakira and Burna Boy. Even crazier, huge sponsors like Coca-Cola are bypassing FIFA's official music channels completely to build their own viral songs. For 2026, Coca-Cola took Van Halen's classic rock track, Jump, hired rock star Travis Barker, added legendary guitarist Steve Vai, and threw a heavy Brazilian funk beat over it with Spanish singing by J Balvin. They did this because a modern audience doesn't watch traditional TV anymore. By creating a multi-genre monster song, they can target rock fans, hip-hop fans, and Latin listeners at the exact same time through social media algorithms. But the absolute biggest threat to these billion-dollar music companies isn't another record label or a rival sponsor. It is a teenager with a laptop and a microphone. FIFA spent millions of dollars manufacturing an official World Cup song, only to get completely destroyed by a streamer in his bedroom. During the previous Qatar tournament, Warner Records pulled off a genius trick. They backed a completely unofficial viral anthem written by internet star IShowSpeed. His song, simply titled World Cup, bypassed every single official FIFA gatekeeper. It got hundreds of millions of views and completely dominated the internet, while the official songs were ignored. This exposed a massive weakness in the corporate system. FIFA can control their physical stadiums, they can sue brands that steal their logos, and they can lock down their TV broadcasts. But they have absolutely zero control over internet algorithms. If a fan-made song captures the internet's imagination on TikTok or YouTube, the official multi-million-dollar corporate anthem becomes irrelevant overnight. This is why, for the 2026 World Cup, giant labels have been forced to change their entire strategy, quickly hiring viral creators and internet personalities to make sure they don't get left behind again. The next time you're sitting in a sports bar or standing in a packed stadium singing along to a catchy World Cup song, take a second to look past the flashing lights. That melody isn't just a symbol of sports and unity. This is the exact reason why major record labels care more about the World Cup than the actual football matches. It all comes down to a secret royalty trap. When a song plays inside a stadium, it also triggers thousands of TV networks around the world to play it at the exact same time. This bypasses normal local copyright laws. It creates a massive wave of global performance fees that hit the record label's bank account in a short 60-day window. The tournament is a giant billboard to collect your data and your attention. In the modern world of sport entertainment, the game on the pitch is only half the battle. The real war is fought in corporate boardrooms, licensing deals, and copyright courts. And in that specific tournament, the fans aren't the spectators, they are the prize. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the description for more exciting videos. See you on the next one.